creating sustainable cities and promoting sustainable ports in the Asia-Pacific region. This symposium is hosted by Kaohsiung City Government and American Institute in Taiwan. During the ceremony, we provide simultaneous Chinese and English interpretation. Please find the headphones available at the rental desk. As a courtesy, please switch off your mobile phones at all time. 各位贵宾，早安！欢迎参加2012台美永续论坛，建构永续城市，推动永续经营港湾。本论坛由高雄市政府与美国在台协会共同主办。It is our pleasure to welcome many experts from US and Taiwan to join us for this symposium. And now, please give your warmest welcome to 4 of our VIPs. We would like to invite them to the stage. 本次论坛，我们很荣幸邀请到许多来自美国及台湾的专家参与。在会议开始前，先让我们以最热烈的掌声欢迎4位贵宾上台就座。Miss 菊陈 ，Mayor of 高雄 City， 高雄市陈菊市长。Mr. Christopher Merritt，Director of American Institute in Taiwan， 美国在台协会马启思处长。Mr. Dennis McLaren，Administrator of U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Region 10， 美国环境保护署第10分署分署长 Dennis McLaren。Mr. 释宏沈 ，Director of Environmental Protection Administration Executive Yuan， 行政院环境保护署沈世宏沈署长。First, we would like to welcome Ms. Ji Chen，Mayor of Kaohsiung City, for her opening remarks. 首先，让我们欢迎高雄市的大家长陈菊市长为我们致欢迎词。
谢谢。美国环境保护署第10分署分署长 Michael Lerman， 欢迎你们。还有我们行政院环境保护署沈署长，美国在台协会的马启思处长，还有今天在场有很多来自于美国，包括台湾国内很多对于台湾高雄永续发展关心环保、关心港湾发展。很多在场的专家学者，各位贵宾，各位好朋友，首先代表我们的市民朋友，欢迎大家参加2012台美永续论坛。这是高雄市政府跟美国在台协会很高兴有这样的合作，一起来探讨永续的城市。永续经营港湾的议题，高雄市是一个重工业的城市。过去，那因为过去高雄所有全台湾重要的重工业几乎集中在高雄，所以产生的排放量非常可观，也影响我们的生活环境跟品质。那加上现在全球整个气候的暖化，也带来了很多的变迁影响跟气候的灾害，那这是加重高雄市未来发展整个城市的负担。所以高雄市政府最近我们非常努力在推动温室气体的减量，还有强化城市调试的能力。我们希望推动节能减碳的行动，是包括推动工业区整个能源资源的整合，还有太阳光电的应用，包括我们自行车道跟公共自行车系统的扩建，还有我们推广整个低碳绿色运输，我们建立在地 所有的农产应销的系统。然后我们对于湿地生态廊道的设置，包括我们高雄市政府非常努力增加公园绿地的面积，我们要改善整个市容，将高雄市从工业污染的城市改造成为低碳、干净、非常宜居的城市。那今年的9月间，我们刚刚争取的国际重要环保组织ICLEI在高雄设立全球第2座东亚地区唯一环境永续发展能力训练中心，来表示我们推动环境永续发展的能力是受到国际间的认同，我们真的非常的感谢。那上个礼拜，高雄在整个国际间有80多个城市、153个社区之中，高雄市我们在全球竞争能够拿下全球绿色奥斯卡，有这样的一个美称，这样的国际宜居城市奖，我们拿到一个金牌、1面银牌、3面铜牌的佳绩，这对高雄推动整个永续发展是一种肯定，我们的努力受到国际的肯定，这对我们团队来讲是非常的重要。那高雄市政府也跟高雄港务公司合作，我们一同要来推动整个高雄港湾转型的发展。我们一港口随着未来我们的国际会展中心、整个流行音乐中心，包括整个港务公司的礼印中心、高雄市政府的市立图书馆总馆等等，全部在一港口的周遭。我想在未来的2年半之内，这些重要的建筑都会陆续完工。亚洲新湾区会为我们的旧港区发展增添新的动能。那2港口还有我们的洲际货柜中心的2期已经完成发包，那完工以后也会增加高雄港货柜的装卸量，是发展自由贸易港区，包括自由贸易示范区，我们建立的重要的基础。所以市政府跟美国在台协会举办2012年台美永续论坛，我们为了推动美国跟亚太地区城市、海港、船舶还有货物运输的永续发展，我们希望能够提供专业的意见的交流，来增加合作的契机。所以今天来自整个环保单位、国际的海港，还有很多重要的产业、学术，还有非政府组织的代表，和大家分享整个面对气候变迁调适的作为，未来我们应该怎么做？还有我们要打造永续城市的宝贵的经验，都是未来高雄城市发展很重要的一个参考。所以我们今天再次代表我们的市民朋友，欢迎议会所有的贵宾、所有的专家学者，希望我们一起热爱地球，让地球永续经营。也谢谢大家跟我们一起热爱高雄，对我们这个城市的发展提供很多宝贵的意见。在这里跟大家说谢谢，多谢大家多来多谢。
Thank you, Ms. Mayor. 谢谢市长。And now, please welcome Mr. Christopher Merritt, Director of American Institute in Taiwan. 接下来，让我们热烈掌声欢迎美国在台协会马启思处长上台致辞。
Thank you. EPA Minister Shun, Mayor Chen, Vice Mayor Liu, EPA Regional Administrator McLaren. Today's event, the 2012 U.S.-Taiwan Sustainability Symposium, Creating Sustainable Cities and Promoting Sustainable Ports in the Asia-Pacific region, is an excellent example of how the United States and Taiwan cooperate to improve environmental protection. We at AIT are especially delighted to co-host this event with the Kaohsiung City government, as Kaohsiung has achieved many successes over the past several decades in building a cleaner, more sustainable future. In fact, Kaohsiung has been recognized for its continued progress in improving the lives of its citizens by winning 5 international awards for livable communities. I might add that this is my first visit to Kaohsiung as AIT director. I last visited Kaohsiung in the 1980s, and it was great, it has been great to see the wonderful changes that have taken place, particularly the increase in green spaces, in parks, and in bike trails. As long-standing friends, the United States and Taiwan have enjoyed close cooperation on environmental protection and research for almost 2 decades, including a wide variety of projects on sustainable and low-carbon communities. The Sustainable Ports portion of this program is a direct result of the strong relationship between our 2 environmental protection agencies. Our cooperation on sustainable development covers a wide range of issues, including low-carbon electricity generation. In addition, the U.S. Department of Energy and Taiwan's Bureau of Energy, under the Ministry of Economic Affairs, are currently working on a new agreement to jointly develop carbon capture, use, and sequestration technologies. It is through such cooperation that we are working to reduce the threat of climate change, to diversify energy options, and to satisfy the increasing demand for electricity. Taiwan is ranked as the 10th largest trading partner of the United States. Last year, our two-way trade amounted to more than $67.2 billion US. The United States is also the largest investor in Taiwan, and Taiwan is a very significant investor in the United States. That robust two-way trade and investment makes this one of our most important economic relationships. That U.S. economic-Taiwan relationship, along with our academic, our cultural, our security, and our many, many people-to-people ties, represent one of the great success stories of U.S. engagement in the region. And Taiwan's own transformation from an economy based on agriculture several decades ago to a world leader in high technology has benefited consumers and producers in the United States and Taiwan. And really crucial to this success story are the businessmen and women, the entrepreneurs, the educators, the students and researchers who have really cross-pollinated the best and most innovative ideas of our 2 societies. And they really create a strong foundation for future progress. This cooperation provides continuing channels for exchange and partnership that will be the key to a sustainable future. And as we travel down this road together, we need to improve our economic infrastructure in a way that uses energy more efficiently and expands the supply of alternate sources of energy to meet demand. Economies that take part in this green technology revolution will be better positioned in the global economy. Moving toward a low-carbon future provides opportunities to participate in the growing clean energy industry that will also drive sustainable economic growth. And although governments can enact policies that support the development of clean energy technology, the private sector holds the key to innovation. And the efforts of U.S. and Taiwan businesses to capitalize on the profitability of light-emitting diode lighting, wind and solar energy, electric vehicles, and other opportunities will be the true engine of a conversion to low-carbon societies in both economies. And as today's symposium illustrates, our two economies have a long record of environmental cooperation and an ongoing strong interest in promoting further cooperation. These efforts lead to both economic growth and improved quality of life. Green technology is one of the most promising areas for the future. So let us use this forum as an inspiration to intensify our cooperation in clean energy research, technology, and development. The reward of clean energy technology will be thriving economies for our businesses and a cleaner, more sustainable earth for our children. Thank you all. I wish you a very productive forum. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mary. 谢谢处长。Now, let us welcome the administrator from U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, Region 10, Mr. Dennis McLaren, for his opening remarks. 接下来，请掌声欢迎美国环境保护署第10分署分署长 Dennis McLaren 致辞。
Good morning. Thank you for the warm welcome and introduction, and good morning, Mayor Chen, Director Marutz, Minister Shen, Mayor Hartwell, and Vice Mayor Liu. It is a pleasure to have an opportunity to help kick off this important conference and to be an important partner in this conference on sustainability. I would like to thank our hosts and co-organizers, the American Institute in Taiwan, the Taiwan Environmental Protection Administration, and our esteemed colleagues from the Kaohsiung Environmental Protection Bureau and the City of Kaohsiung. For the last 19 years, as Director Marut said, the US EPA, the American Institute in Taiwan, and the Environmental Protection Administration in Taipei have collaborated to grow our capacities and protect our environments together. Today, we broaden our partnership more regionally with colleagues from Kaohsiung City and the Taiwan Ports International Company, and officials from the environmental, city, and port authorities from the US and Asia Pacific. I'm pleased that we're also joined by scholars and researchers from the US and Asia Pacific, non-governmental organizations, the C40, and industry. The people in this room come from many different organizations, many different professions, and from many different perspectives. But we are all key stakeholders in this effort and are united by our desire to improve the world we live in. And not only the world we live in, but the world our children and grandchildren will live in as well. The challenge ahead of us is unlike anything we have faced before as individual economies or as a planet. For the first time in human history, we are beginning to see that everyday activities, the things we buy and transport, and the way we keep the lights on, the way we travel, have an impact on the health of our entire planet. For the first time in human history, more people are living in cities and urban areas than are living in rural areas. And over the next 30 years, most of the anticipated population growth is expected to happen in our cities as well. As a result of all this, the years ahead will stretch the limits of our energy, our water, our environmental quality and ecosystems, and even our food supplies. We will require not just new and sustainable power and water sources, but also the infrastructure to deliver reliable energy and clean water to billions of people. We will need affordable housing and sustainable transportation for people and products, as well as systems to address concentrated urban waste and pollution in the air and water. And last but certainly not least, it will be essential to generate economic opportunities that ensure widespread global prosperity. For the first time in human history, I believe we have the ability to meet all of these needs and build a sustainable future. We have the tools and the understanding, and we have the necessary commitment to global cooperation and collaboration. It is a big task ahead of us. True sustainable development will demand the integration of our economic, social, and environmental priorities. Our history shows us that without balance between these three things, we risk losing all three. It's easy to feel overwhelmed by the challenges: poverty, conflict, climate change, loss of critical ecosystems, but it is important that we remember that sustainable development also provides great opportunities. We have opportunities to improve the lives and health of people locally and around the world. We also have opportunities for innovation, new technologies, and enhanced collaboration. Our gathering today in Kaohsiung to collaborate on creating sustainable cities and promoting sustainable ports and movement of goods is very opportune. As cities grow in population and economic activity, so does the demand for energy, water, products, and transportation. Marine ports and vessels are integral components of the economic vitality of our cities, as well as key factors in the environmental and human health in our port cities and far inland. Since the advent of containerized cargo and the development of the first container ports in 1962, with continued advancements in vessel technologies, we have enabled the rapid movement of large quantities of goods thousands of miles from one part of the planet to the other. Asia Pacific is home to some of the busiest ports in the world, with their corresponding jobs and economic development, as well as the potential air quality, water quality, and public health impacts from emissions. Fortunately, all of us, from governmental agencies, environmental agencies, to city planners, to product manufacturers and suppliers, understand that our economies and our environments are deeply interrelated. Around the world, ports, terminal operators, carriers, and shippers have engaged in strategies to simultaneously advance environmental, economic, and community sustainability. We are all also aware that in order to meet today's challenges, we must work together to share our experience and expertise to jointly achieve sustainable growth that integrates economic, environmental, public health, and social responsibility. For example, through public-private partnerships, such as the U.S. West Coast Collaborative, we have found strategies to cost-effectively reduce diesel emissions from port operations, vessels, trucks, and other mobile sources along the west coast of the United States. Since 2004, this collaborative has worked with thousands of partners on approximately 500 projects, affecting over 20,000 engines, and reduced over 3,000 tons of particulate matter, over 40,000 tons of nitrous oxide, and at least 1 million tons of carbon dioxide. This is equivalent to saving 2.1 million barrels of oil. Over the next 2 days, we will hear from experts on science, research, city planning, energy, environment, policy, marine ports, vessels, and goods movement. We will also hear more about cutting-edge initiatives to bring stakeholders together to achieve sustainable cities, the initiatives in Taiwan and Kaohsiung, and the experiences in Grand Rapids, Michigan. As we consider the tremendous human experience and expertise gathered here today, I would like to note that all the cell phones, laptops, and other devices in this room probably hold more computing power than the computers used by the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, in the early space program. These advanced technologies have inevitably and irrevocably altered the way that we and the organizations we represent do business, the way we connect, the way we educate, and do so much else. Perhaps most importantly, the ability to use technology to reach across the globe has fundamentally changed the way we consider each other. Today, the ability to hear, see, and interact in real time with people and events across the planet has illustrated just how connected we are. And it has motivated us to see our shared interests in the quality of life for people thousands of miles away. I am honored to be a part of this symposium and encourage you to visit back and forth between forums A and B. Sustainable cities and sustainable ports and vessels here are very much vital to our overall sustainability. And I encourage you to pose questions and share your ideas and experience during the discussion. Most importantly, I encourage you to join us in this ongoing regional dialogue in person or through technology to continue collaborating to implement today's solutions and to jointly identify the next set of strategies. Through engagement of all stakeholders and continued collaboration, we can make sustainable cities, ports, and sustainable movement of goods around the globe a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McMillan. 谢谢董事长。Now we would like to welcome Minister of Environmental Protection Administration Executive Yuan, Mr. 释宏省 for opening remarks. 继续让我们邀请行政院环境保护署沈世宏署长上台致辞。
Mayor Chen, Director Malud, Regional Administrator McLaren, distinguished guests. Okay, we have Mayor Harwell from the city of Grand Rapids, Michigan, okay, as well. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm very much delighted to be here for the 2012 Taiwan-US Sustainability Symposium, Creating Sustainable Cities and Promoting Sustainable Ports in the Asia-Pacific region, co-hosted by the Kaohsiung City Government and the American Institute in Taiwan. I'd like to first express my thanks to Mayor Chen. I applaud you for your vision and work on transforming Kaohsiung in a way that will preserve its character, natural heritage, quality of life, and cleaner air for today's and tomorrow's generation. I would like also to thank Director Malud and all the people at AIT who have kept this important bilateral symposium not just going, but thriving. Thank you, US EPA Regional Administrator McLaren, for leading a distinguished delegation and traveling a long distance to be here for this important activity. I know that many of you in this room, including Mr. Choshi and Ms. McDaniel of the US EPA, have worked hard to gather the right experts and people involved. You all have worked many long, hard hours, and your work is greatly appreciated. According to statistics of the Asian Development Bank released earlier this year, the growth rate of Asian and Pacific economies were among the highest in the world in the last 2 decades. The center of the global economy has unquestionably shifted from the west to the east and is gradually being concentrated in Asia. About 90% of international shipping that transport global trade by sea will be shifting their route too. More ships will call on ports in Asia. It is a trend not only offers economic opportunities, but also brings responsibilities. More associated pollutants can also be shifted to this area, affecting the health of people who work at ports and live in the city close by. In this meeting, we will learn more about environmental quality, critical challenges, as well as best practices in different countries, cities, and ports in the Asia-Pacific region. Are we able to change the co-developing pattern of economic development and environmental pollution in this region? This time, with more than half of the world's population living near the coast, it is indeed an urgent challenge that needs to be addressed by the international community. Could this be an opportunity to develop a green economy in the Asia-Pacific region? I certainly believe so. When President Ma Ying-jeou assumed office in May 2008, he said in his inaugural address, as we pursue growth, we must also seek environmental sustainability for Taiwan and the rest of the world. The President's remarks were in fact the principle that guide our government to meet the greatest challenge of this century, domestically, internationally, and intergenerationally. These remarks have been translated into the 5 core policies of my agency, the Taiwan Environmental Protection Administration, to help realize our vision of blue skies and green earth verdant mountains, and pristine water, and health and sustainability. The 5 core policies are, firstly, restructuring to promote sustainability. Secondly, energy conservation and carbon reduction to cool the earth. Thirdly, resource recycling for zero waste. Fourthly, pollution elimination for ecological conservation. And fifthly, keep neighborhoods clean with lifestyles of health and sustainability. In 2008, with the assistance of our American partners from the US EPA, Puget and the Port of Seattle and Tacoma, the Taiwan EPA, Port Authority of Kaohsiung, Keelung, Taipei, Taichung, and Hualien, and marine transportation-related companies signed a declaration on Pan-Pacific Cleaner Port Partnership. With our commitment, the element of a cleaner port or greener port development will then integrate into development of intercontinental container terminal, the 6th container terminal within the Dalian Commercial Port District, whose construction began in late 2007. The first phase of the 6th container terminal was completed at the end of 2010, and you will be able to see what a green port looks like during the harbor tour we arranged for you on Wednesday. And you will also see the importance of introducing innovative and green technology and best practices at the critical time of development. This helped to reduce air pollutants such as NOx, SOx, black carbon, particulates, as well as greenhouse gas. Let me say thank you to all our partners. Through your tireless efforts, you help set the stage for the cleaner port we enjoy today. In fact, it is an impressive record of success. Anyone in this audience who has visited Kaohsiung Port can attest to the fact that the air is much cleaner compared to 5 years ago. I now have great confidence in the innovative spirit and entrepreneurial ability of the people working in the port and the marine transportation industries. Together, we are making great progress, but we can still do more. It is a new day, and a new challenge is emerging. My EPA colleagues from the Department of Air Quality and Noise Control will take part in the entire symposium program this 3 days to share with you what we have been doing in the Taiwan EPA, and also learn from you how we can improve and work together on the path toward creating sustainable cities and promoting sustainable ports in the Asia-Pacific region. I look forward to what promises to be a fascinating and productive symposium. Lastly, I wish you all good health and prosperity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Shen. 谢谢沈署长. We would now like to conduct Kaohsiung City's Saving Energy and Low Carbon Affirmation. Let us welcome the Mayor of Kaohsiung City, Ms. Chen, Director Mr. Merritt, Administrator Ms. McLaren, and Director Mr. Shen to stand together to begin our affirmation. 在论坛开始之前，我们先举行节能减碳宣誓活动。现在我们继续邀请陈局市长、在台协会马启思处长、美国环保署第10分署分署长、行政院环保署沈署长，准备开始宣誓仪式。Building a low carbon new Taiwan， 打造低碳新台湾。Start drumming， 请击鼓。The following VIPs, please come up to the stage to join our group photo 走。另外，我们同时邀请几位贵宾上台 ：Vice Mayor of 高雄 City 高雄市刘世芳副市长 ，Principal Officer of AIT 高雄 Office。AIT 高雄分处处长 Mr. Gary Oba，Vice President of Business Taiwan International Ports Company 台湾港务公司蔡丁义副总经理 ，Acting Director of 高雄 City Government EPP 高雄市环保局陈林华代理局长 ，Mayor of Grand Rapids Michigan 美国密西根州大直流域市长 Mr. George Hartwell。Professor of Johns Hopkins University 美国约翰霍普金斯大学 Professor Gerard。现在我们拍摄2张照片，第一张请拍照。第2张照片，请跟我一起打造低碳新台湾，赞！。Thank you. Please step down from the stage and take a seat for the keynote speech session. During setup, please welcome a performance by 电音三太子 to perform for us their world-famous dance with a special guest Uncle Sam. 谢谢各位贵宾。现在我们请贵宾回到台下入座，准备迎接精彩的专题演说。在我们准备演说设备的同时，请再次掌声欢迎电音三太子为我们带来世界知名的《我爱高雄》台客舞。同时，我们也邀请一位特别贵宾，来自美国的山姆叔叔。请掌声鼓励好吗？